Hi all, welcome to this Team of the Week 20 predictions. Headliners looks like it could be featuring a few of them, so it could be an interesting Team of the Week to look forward to. If we can smash links, would be awesome. Sub to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter at GIsLegend. All links are down below for posting the channel and social media links as always. Could be looking at a 94 Neymar. Not a given, but a very strong shout regardless, and we'll get into that as the video progresses. Smash the notification bell would be awesome, and comment down below who you think may get an inform this week. Remember, cup games do not count, so no one from the FA Cup will happen. But we start off with Donnarumma and Ilicic. Donnarumma made 7 saves, a clean sheet and a 7.5 on Goretzka. AC Milan most likely will get 1, and Donnarumma kind of ticks box, says for a second inform. In terms of other goalies from within the league, Drakowski is like the Fiorentina goalie, looks like a very strong shout as well. But we have gone for Ilicic because he is a gold and he made 7 saves, a clean sheet for Union Berlin. The alternative from Union Berlin just happens to be Subotic for a goal and a clean sheet, but we have opted for Ilicic. But I expect Union Berlin, regardless, to get an inform. It's just a case of is it going to be Gikiewicz or is it going to be Subotic? But Donnarumma looks a lock. It's just a case of the second goalkeeper. Defenders, we have a few interesting shouts, mainly due to midweek games. Lejeune and Pereira tick that criteria. But we start off with Reguilon, 1 assist and a clean sheet for Sevilla. I fancy someone from the game to get in, and he was very, very impressive. Now, I've tried to be wary of marker ratings because they're kind of not really relying on marker these days. He got a 2 for what I've seen consistently, but usually a 2 is quite hard to kind of go with. But consistently he was very impressive. I watched the game and I feel he deserves in. Kleiber, 2 goals, clean sheet, should walk in really as a right back. Lejeune, 2 goals coming off the bench. He scored 2 goals in about 105 seconds. I know it was a 2-2 draw, but due to the nature of the game and his performance, I think might just do enough to swing it. Leo Matos, 1 goal and a clean sheet for him. Definitely looks an appealing right back to actually own. He always seems to get a nice card for team of the season. Hopefully an inform in between then can help us out. And Ricardo Pereira, 1 goal, 1 assist for him. Looks like a second inbound for him. I know a few people will have probably Perez in their predictions, for example. But Ricardo Pereira just juices up that defence that little bit more, and defensively wise it's a little bit tricky, but I think looking at it you would say Kleiber and Pereira almost look like the locks. It comes down to who else from there. Midfielders / wingers, whatever you wish to, and kind of attackers even into it as well. We start off with Goretzka, 1 goal, 1 assist for him. Bayern Munich's going to get an inform because they ran riot. But Goretzka looks the most likely from the game, but we'll see how that plays out. We got Thiago in the end last week. Henderson, 1 goal, 1 assist for the midweek game against Wolves. Kind of he was the main part of that, so should get in. Mullet, 1 goal, 1 assist for Montpellier. He was the kind of difference maker in that game. He kind of ran the show for them, so should walk in. Now Dortmund ran riot, winning 5-1. Haaland can't happen for back-to-back, even though everyone will probably say it in the comments. Royce is a contender, but we have gone for Sancho for his performance. Now this kind of falls in line with his road to the final card, so this makes it a little bit trickier to kind of obviously you kind of then be like, oh my god, second inform now falls in line. You've then got to hope and pray that this road to the final card kicks on. Porto, 1 goal, 2 assists. Now one of the assists came from an own goal, but most outlets have credited him with the second assist, but he should get in regardless. Left mid, even 1 goal, 1 assist. He was kind of he ran Mallorca apart, to be honest. Sociedad doing the difference. Position change from centre forward to left mid. And Rafa last week was unlucky for 2 goals. He got 1 goal, 1 assist this week from centre forward. If he can't get in this week, the guy's never going to get an inform. He's one of these players this year that keeps putting in individual class performances and somehow does not bag an inform. And I feel this week he kind of does it. He does deserve it. And in all honesty, a centre forward version of him looks more appealing than, I think it was right mid he came on, or left mid last week. A centre forward version of that looks a little bit more destructive and a little bit more usable to kind of go with. But as I said, the only one, as I said, that I would actually have any maybe doubts on is probably Sancho, because they might sneak in Royce, but I would imagine Sancho is the most likely from the game. But like keep ratings we don't even have yet. I've been scouring French media, can't find them, which is annoying. Gomez, 2 goals for him. Now, one of the goals was credited as an own goal in some outlets, but some outlets have credited Gomez with the goal because obviously it was an Alba own goal. But despite that, I feel Valencia's going to back an inform regardless, whether it be Gomez or Xiaomi is the next most likely. Some people I think might even include Kondogbia for like whatever strange reason, which would be an interesting pick, but hey ho. Ilicic walks in with a hat-trick. One of the goals was an absolute thunderbolt. If you've not seen it yet, go and watch it on YouTube or Twitter or whatever social media you try and use. Go and watch it. Quality goal. So his headliner will go as an 89. Kadri, 2 goals for St Etienne in relegation clash. St Etienne have been struggling this season, but Kadri getting himself potentially his first inform. Laba is one of the few hat-tricks this week, especially for a silver. Second inform looks inbound for him, making him a bit more usable, and this is an Al in the UAE league, so that kind of helps. Player got himself 2 goals for Borussia Mönchengladbach, so if you've got his objective card, you're kind of sorted, because that will now be looking like an 87 and a bit more usable. Chris Wood, 1 goal, 1 assist for Burnley as they beat Manchester United. Betty Pope didn't happen because Pope would have probably got the inform, but Wood seems like the second best choice from that particular game. My only doubt really is Wood. Like I will be honest, I think if anyone's going to get dropped, it could be Wood. They may go completely left field for forwards. Reserves and Neymar discussions. So we start off with Edouard. He came off the bench for Celtic, getting 2 goals. This one's a bit of a punt really, but he pretty much turned the game on its head for Celtic. Celtic were struggling. He came off the bench, got 2 goals, and he's going to get an inform sooner or later. He's going to get an upgrade sooner or later. But he does it for, to be honest, silver options this week. He kind of does deserve it, but I wouldn't be surprised if like a bronze to silver like Palmer happens. Anselmo, 1 goal, 1 assist for Al Veda in the Saudi League, kind of ran riot. Kalido, 3 assists for his team in the Belgian League, and in Neymar, 2 goals for him as PSG beat Lille in one of the top of the table clash in the league. He played Cam for what I've seen, and there is like Cam left mid, like left wing kind of. Its position's always kind of under scrutiny, but regardless, I feel Neymar is kind of needed to make this team of the week actually appealing. He may just be put in just to juice it up because it is actually pretty weak at the moment. So that's kind of our 23 at the moment. I will expect a couple changes tomorrow for when I get like Gazetta, Kicker and all that. So possibles, we've got Subotic, we've got Lafondra, we've got Xiaomi, we've got Laiafis and Palmer. I will also add Perez, Redmond, Lee Griffiths, Barkusin, Pukki. Bomb Johan would have probably got in the team of the week if he hadn't got sent off possibly, but even Lafondra could easily happen due to the nature of the game. Royce, as we've mentioned, Niakite, Palmer as we've mentioned, De Vict for 1 goal 1 assist, McGregor 1 goal 1 assist, Jesus Navas for 1 assist, clean sheet, Stephen Colker for 2 assists, Mitchell for 9 saves, Sommer for 8 saves, Marcal for 1 assist and a clean sheet, Mariano and Sarachi for 1 assist and a clean sheet, same for Mexer, and we've also got Nacho Fernandez and Insigne to consider as well, but I will wait till various media outlets from like Italy, Spain, France for the ones that I want to just kind of finalise tomorrow and kind of decide my team of the week. If I was to swing it in any shape or form, Lafondra could sneak in over potentially even Wood, Palmer could get in over Edouard, or even Lafondra in over Edouard. It depends how they're going to play it this week. It's going to be interesting to see how they juice it up. I think looking at it, Donnarumma, Pereira, Ilicic kind of stand out as kind of, and Sancho kind of as your main locks. It's where they go Insigne, Nacho Fernandez and Neymar as well, just to kind of juice it up a little bit, because there is scope to improve it, but it comes down to everyone's discretion as well. So as I said, expect tomorrow for me to possibly announce like where my team of the week predictions have went for Footbin. But as we say, as always folks, let me know in the comments below who you fancy for and inform for this week. Smash likes always, sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter, G's Legend, hit that notification bell would be massively appreciated folks, and I will catch you all later.